Hi, I'm Matt. I'm going to do a cloud painting for you and show you the colors that I use for the clouds and show you how I paint them. One, I use a brush. Two, I use white paint. I also use Prussian blue. I use Payne's Gray, which looks a lot like Prussian blue, but it's a little darker. And I also use yellow ochre and a little bit of alizarin crimson. I mix it up kind of dark first, like so. I like to start from dark and work my way up to the lights. So I kind of blob in a shape that is the cloud. I don't like to draw them first because a lot of times they turn out too predictable when I do that. So I like to just blob on the paint and let the shape kind of take care of itself. So someone told me that sometimes a cloud, if you want to paint a cloud right, it's kind of in the shape of a cowboy hat. I'm not doing exactly a cowboy hat, but if you're wondering what shape they are, or if you have a tendency to make them be circles, try to kind of blob in a cowboy hat shape, and then you'll get a cloud. So in order to increase the texture, sometimes I will mash paper on this, and it takes off some of the paint so that I'm not struggling with painting wet on wet as much. And then it gets rid of some of the brush strokes. So I'm going to add white to this color, like that. And then this is the top of the cloud. This is the bottom of the cloud. So the light is probably coming down from this way. So more of the light would be on the top than on the bottom. So I'll put some white paint up here and let it mix a little bit with the colors that are already on there. And kind of work my way down without getting any more paint from over there, because the wet paint that's already here will help it blend some. And I won't go all the way down to the bottom because I want to leave that bottom looking like a bit of a shelf underneath. So there are a lot of brush strokes on this right now, and I don't know if you can see that. Sometimes it's a good idea to use a flat brush and blend them together, but you don't have to do that. We'll leave this one with a lot of texture. So you can see I'm using the rest of my white here, maybe mix in a little yellow ochre just to keep it honest, and then I'll pick spots and blob some of this even lighter color on it so that you have the top being brighter than the bottom. Once you've done that, you have a successful top and you have a successful bottom. I like to paint clouds, layers behind the clouds. So you have to do that with really bright white, and you pick spots on the very top and then drag that down so that it appears to be a layer of clouds within clouds. And you can start it again down lower than this section and make it a little bit brighter here. But don't go all the way up, just part way up. And there you have a cloud. Thanks for watching.